Okay, we're going to look at using the factor theorem to factorise cubic polynomials. What we need to do with this is we look at the last term, we've got plus 6 there. We need to identify what the factors of positive 6 could be. So we could have 1 times 6, 2 times 3. They're possible factors, but we could also have negative 1 times negative 6 and negative 2 times negative 3. They're all the different ways that we can, well, they're all the different factors. So what we need to do is basically do a bit of trial and error. So pick a factor, and the easiest one to do is obviously 1. So I'm going to try the value of 1 going into here. I'm just going to use the value of 1 for starters. Okay, so I'm going to substitute x equals 1. Which will equal 1 cubed, take away 4 by 1 squared, plus 1 plus 6. What does that equal? So 1 cubed is 1, 1 take away 4, plus 1 plus 6. And that's equal to 4. What we need to do is make this bit here equal to 0. This hasn't worked, so we're going to have to try a different one, so that's no good. So we'll go on to the next easiest one, which will be negative 1. So that will be negative 1 cubed, take away 4 by negative 1 squared, plus negative 1 plus 6, which is equal to negative 1 plus take away 4, take away 1 plus 6, and that one there does equal 0. Okay, so what that tells us, if we got success there, so that means that x is equal to 1 to negative 1, or if we rearrange that, x plus 1 will be equal to 0. That's the same way. And what that means here is that x plus 1 is a factor. Now that we have a factor, what we can do is go through a long division process. So we're going to divide x cubed, take 4x squared plus x plus 6 by x plus 1. What I might try and do is see if I can squish this up a little bit to make a bit of room. Oh, that looks good. Because these long divisions can take a little bit of room every now and then. Okay, so now we're going to go x plus 1 into x cubed, take 4x squared plus x and plus 6. Okay, so we have to divide this through now. And we might change some colours here. First step that we want to do is we'll take this x cubed out the front and we'll divide that by the x out the front. So x cubed divided by x is x squared. And then we multiply back. So x squared multiplied by the x out the front gives us x cubed. And then the x squared times by 1 gives us x squared plus x squared. Then we need to take that away, so x cubed take away x cubed is 0. Negative 4x squared take away x squared will give us negative 5x squared. And then we bring down these terms here, so plus x and plus 6. We're just bringing them down, but realistically, if we continue this second line through here, that would just be zeros everywhere. So x take away 0 is just x, and 6 take away 0 is just 6. So that's why that works. Then we go into the next line that's here, and just get a slightly different colour again. So now what we need to deal with is the 5x squared from this line. So 5x squared divided by the x out the front will give us negative 5x. And then again we multiply that through by the term out the front, so negative 5x times x out the front is negative 5x squared. And the negative 5 at the x at the top multiplied by the 1 will give us negative 5x. And again we need to take away this, so negative 5x take away negative 5x is 0, and x take away negative 5x is 6x. Then we bring down the plus 6, okay, and then I'll get different colour again. Now we're dealing with the 6x down the bottom here in this line. So the 6x down there divided by the x at the front will give us 6, positive 6. And again we multiply that answer at the top by the term out the front, so 6 multiplied by x is 6x. And 6 multiplied by the 1 is 6. Then we need to take that away, so 6x take away 6x is 0, and 6 take away 6 is also 0. And that's the key thing that we're looking for down here to know that we've done it correctly, because from up the top here we had a remainder of 0, so we should have a 0 remainder down the bottom. This is correct. So what that tells us with this particular question is that our original equation f of x, which was equal to x cubed, take 4x squared plus x plus 6 equal to, we divided by x plus 1, so that was our first factor, and the answer from up the top here becomes our second bracket, or second factor here, which at this stage we can call a quadratic factor. Take 5x plus 6. So that's just the answer that we've got at the top there from our long division. Now what I need to do is look at that second factor, the second bracket, and see if we can further factorise that, which we can. So this will now become x plus 1, x minus 2, and x minus 3. So if we look at those second two brackets there, the negative 2 times by negative 3 gives us the plus 6, and the negative 2 plus the negative 3 gives us the minus 5. So the answer to this question here, being factorised, is that last term, x plus 1, x take 2, x take 3. Next example. Need to do the same thing where you have to look at the plus 6 and identify factors of that. I'm not going to list them all this time, but I'm going to still go through the same process of trying to find a remainder of 0. And we'll try 1, x equal to 1 first. So f of 1 will be equal to 1 cubed, take away 2 by 1 squared, take away 5 by 1 plus 6, which is equal to 1 take 2 take 5 plus 6. 1 take 2 is negative 1, take away 5 is negative 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. So we found it first time. How good's that? So that tells us that we have x equal to 1, or rearrange that to make it equal to 0, x minus 1 equals 0. So therefore x minus 1 is a factor. So again, now that we have a factor, we'll go through a long division process. I'm just going to see if I can squish this up a little bit. I can certainly shift it all around, but for some reason I can't shift this. What's going on? Try something else. No, it's not going to work. Well, we'll just have to tread carefully here as we divide it. Try not to use up too much space. Okay, so we need to go x minus 1 into our original function, which is x cubed, take 2x squared, take away 5x plus 6. Okay. So first step I'm going to do here is the x cubed divided by the x out the front gives us x squared. And then we need to multiply that by both the terms out the front. So x squared times by the x gives us x cubed. And then x squared times by -1 is negative x squared. And then we take that line away, so x cubed take x cubed is 0. Negative 2x squared take away x squared is the same as negative 2x squared plus x squared, because the take away and the negative makes a plus. So that will give us an answer of negative x squared. And then we bring down negative 5x and plus 6. And now we move down to this negative x squared, divide that by the x out the front, which gives us negative x. And then again we multiply that answer at the top by what's down the bottom, what's at the front, and bring the answers down to the bottom. So negative x times by the x out the front gives us negative x squared. The negative x at the top multiplied by -1 will give us positive x. Need to take that away, so x squared take x squared is 0. Negative 5x take away another x is negative 6x. Bring down the plus 6. Okay. Then we deal with the negative 6x down the bottom, divide that by the x out the front, gives us negative 6. And then we multiply that negative 6 by what's out the front, so negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 at the top multiplied by -1 out the front gives us plus 6. Then we take away, negative 6x take 6x is 0, and the 6 take away the 6 is also 0. So we have our 0 remainder, which is a good thing to see. That tells us that the answer to our question is function of x is actually equal to x take 1, that's what we divided by, and the answer we got at the top is x squared, take away x, take away 6. Now take that second bracket and see if we can further factorise it, which I think we will be able to. Just by looking at it, it's going to be x take 1, x take away 3, and x plus 2. So that's this one factorised. And one more example we'll go through. Excuse me. Okay, so again we're going to be looking at factors of positive 30. So I'm going to start with trying 1 equals 1 cubed, take away 4 by 1 squared, take away that's 11 by 1. Just had to check that because I couldn't read my own writing then. Plus 30, which is equal to 1 take 4 take 11 plus 30. 1 take 4 is negative 3, take away 11 is negative 14, plus 30 is not 0, so we can ignore that one. Very quickly we identify it's not 0. We'll try negative 1. This will equal negative 1 cubed, take away 4 by negative 1 squared, take away 11 by negative 1, plus 30. And I'm feeling like it's not going to work because we'll have negative 1 take away 4 plus 11 plus 30. That bit there is 41, the other two does not balance 41, so straight away I can say that's not correct. So we'll go on to 2. Try the function of 2, x equal to 2. Equals 2 cubed, take away 4 by 2 squared, take 11 by 2, plus 30, taking up a bit more space here, so I'll just do this underneath it, so that's 8, take away 4 fours, 2 squared is 4 times by 4 is 16, take away 22 plus 30, this is going to be looking a bit better I think. So 8 take away 16 is negative 8, negative 8 take 22 is negative 30, plus 30 is equal to 0. So that tells us that we have x equal 8, x equals 2. Where's the eraser? Oh, hang on. I'm going to rub out. So x equals 2, or make that equal to 0, x take away 2 equals 0. So that's what we're going to divide by. Now, is this one going to squish up for me? No. I might be able to slide something in a moment. Okay, so we're going to go x minus 2 into x cubed, take 4x squared, take 11x plus 30, and I'll slide that all up because I don't need the, look at that, that's all going to disappear on me now. I only need to deal with this bit here anyway. If you need to have a look at what I've done above, you can just rewind this video a little bit more. So now we'll go through the division process where we get this x cubed here divided by the x at the front, which gives us x squared. Then that gets multiplied by what's at the front. So x squared times x is x cubed, and the x squared times by negative 2 is negative 2x squared. Then we take that away, so x cubed take x cubed 0. Negative 4x squared take away negative 2x squared is the same as negative 4x squared plus 2x squared. So that will be negative 2x squared. Bring down the negative 11x, and we can bring down the plus 30 now, or we can bring it down later, doesn't matter. Now we deal with the negative 2x squared down the bottom here, and we're going to divide that by the x out the front. So negative 2x squared divided by x is negative 2x. Answer at the top multiplied by what's out the front, so negative 2x by x is negative 2x squared. Negative 2x by the negative 2 out the front is negative 4x. We then, it's not actually negative 4x, is it? It's positive 4x. So make that a plus there. So now what we need to do is take away. So negative 2x take negative 2x is 0. Negative 11x take away 4x is negative 15x. Then we bring down the 30 plus 30. Now we take the negative 15x down the bottom and divide that by the x out the front, which gives us negative 15 at the top. Then we get our negative 15 at the top multiplied by what's out the front, so negative 15 times x is negative 15x. And negative 15 times negative 2 is going to be plus 30. We take away, so negative 15 take away negative 15 is 0, 30 take away 30 is 0, so we have our 0 remainder, which is what we're looking for, and all is good. So now that means that our function equal to take 15 is what we found as our quadratic factor, but I'm sure we can do something further with that. X minus 2. Now factors of negative 15 that add up to negative 2 would be negative 5 times by positive 3. So that will give us x take 5 and x plus 3. And that's that question factorised. So I certainly hope you find this useful.